The vending machine was the only thing making noise until the first plate hit the bar. 3 a.m. girl from the emergency light. Empty parking lot, middle of the night. The front desk chair sitting all alone, but the weight room felt like a second home. Boom bap drums through the headphones knock. 45 plates stacked around the rack. Cold air hanging over steel and sweat. Another goal I ain't reached yet. Most people sleeping, dreams running wild. I'm in the gym chasing miles after miles. Not running away, not proving a thing, just building the man I said I'd be. The mirror reflects every sacrifice made, every early morning, every late day fade. Not perfect yet, but the vision is clear. The future gets closer every year. One more set, one more climb. A stronger version takes its time. No shortcuts here, no easy line. Only discipline remains. I never sleeps, neither do I. Heavy bass thunder under neon skies. I never sleeps, still on the grind. Building something stronger inside my mind. Hey. Play by play, day by day. Small victories pave the way. I ain't never sleep, and neither do I. The old deadlift platform worn and scarred like a map showing how far we've come. Chalk marks living on the floor below. Stories only lifters really know. A college kid training after his shift, trying to change his life one lift at a time. A former athlete fighting back age, still attacking every single page. Nobody famous inside this room, no spotlight cutting through the gloom. Just people trying to become their best, one rep deeper than the rest. Outside the city moves too fast, inside we're building things that last. The kind of strength nobody sees until life drops you to your knees. The weight gets heavy, the road gets long. The doubts get louder than the workout song. But every struggle leaves a trace. A stronger heart, a harder frame. I never sleeps, neither do I. Heavy bass thunder under neon sky. I never sleeps, still on the grind. Building something stronger inside my mind. Play by play, day by day. Small victories pave the way. I never sleeps, and neither do I. The last play returned to the rack. The light switched off, the mission didn't. A forgotten hoodie hung on the back of a bench. Nobody knew whose it was anymore, but nobody moved it either. The weight room. The weight room smell like chalk and steel, like every dream somebody made real. Scars on the platform, dents on the rack, proof that somebody always came back. Boom bap knocking through the concrete walls. Heavy bass shaking the medicine balls. Every plate carried a story inside. Every barbell witnessed somebody's fight, and no photo hanging near the door. Athletes from years that came before. Some moved away, some changed their lives, but part of them still survived inside. The gym keeps memories nobody writes, hidden between all the late night grinds. You can almost hear them when the room gets still. The voices saying, keep pushing uphill. Every rep leaves a trace behind. Every struggle shapes the mind. One more set, one more climb. Building something that outlives time. Ghosts in the weight room, still lifting strong. Every bass echoing through every song. Ghosts in the weight room, still showing the way. Through every early morning and every hard day. Bar goes up, heart stays true. The ones before are pulling us through. Ghosts in the weight room, still here with you. The strongest guy isn't always the biggest frame. Sometimes it's the one who came back after pain. The woman training after 12-hour shifts. The father finding time for one more lift. The teenager chasing his first real change. Learning discipline ain't something strange. And showing up when motivation leaves. And trust and effort more than belief. Outside the world keeps changing fast. Inside the fundamentals always last. Grip the ball, stand your ground. Earn your progress, pound by pound. No shortcuts hidden under the lights. No secret formula for better nights. Just consistency stacked over years. Turning doubt into trophies and fears into gears. Some people leave their names on walls. Some leave records that eventually fall. The strongest legacy remains unseen. And the people inspired by what you've been. Ghosts in the weight room, still lifting strong. Every bass echoing through every song. Ghosts in the weight room, still showing the way. Through every early morning and every hard day. Bar goes up, heart stays true. The ones before are pulling us through. Ghosts in the weight room, still here with you. The last lifter walked out. The room went quiet. But somehow I never felt empty, 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 empty. The locker room was empty. Only the sound of Velcro wrist wraps breaking the silence. Another long day written across my face. Still walked in and took my place. Boom bap knocking through the headphones loud. No audience here, no cheering crowd. The bar was waiting exactly the same. Didn't care about excuses or the day I had. Still don't bend for a rough week. Yeah, that's one thing, how bad do you see? 100 sessions, nobody remembers. Cold mornings buried under Decembers. Every small choice stacking over years. Building confidence stronger than fears. Outside the world wants everything fast. Inside this room, the process lasts. No shortcuts hiding behind the grind. Only the work refining the mind. Another set, another chance. Progress hiding inside persistence. One more rep, one more climb. Trust the process every time. Earn not giving, built from the ground. Every bass shaking the walls around. Earn not giving, day by day. Nothing worth having comes easy anyway. Steal and sweat, heart and vision. Everything here was earned. Not giving. A young guy staring at the place too long, wondering if he's finally getting strong. And no lifter smiles and walks away. He already knows what time will say. The mirror changes slower than we think. That's why most people quit at the brink. But real growth happens underground before success ever makes a sound. The strongest backs carry unseen loads. The strongest minds survive rough roads. Every scar got a lesson attached. Every setback made the foundation last. Tonight the weight feels heavier still. Good, that's how pressure builds the will. Every challenge becomes another brick. Stack enough in the walls, get big. Nobody remembers every workout day. Nope, 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 nope. Nobody remembers every sacrifice made. But one day, people notice the result, and call it talent, 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 talent. Earn not giving, built from the ground. Heavy bass shaking the walls around. Earn not giving, day by day. Nothing worth having comes easy anyway. Steel and sweat, heart and vision. Everything here was earned. Not given, earn not given. That's the mission. Not given. That's the mission. The plates return to the rack. The effort stay behind, waiting for tomorrow. The clock said midnight. leg said go home. The goal said one more, one more, one more, one more, one more. Yeah, midnight glow from the vending machine. Same old gym, same old dreams. Boom bap knocking through the headphones tight. Turning exhaustion into fight tonight. The deadlift bar waiting across the floor. Like an old rival I met before. Every plate loaded, carry the cost. Every victory earned from what was lost. The workday heavy, the traffic long. Still somehow I ended up where I belong. Not because it felt easy to show, because the person I wanna be said go. The mirror reflected tired eyes, but deeper down there was still some fire. The body was done, the mind disagreed. That's where discipline takes the lead. When comfort whispers,
Take the night off,
the dream answers, not yet. One more step,
one more climb.
the future gets built one day at a time. Still one more, that's the code. The heavy bass helping carry the load. Still one more, when it gets tough, average quits, but this is where champions are made of. One more rep, one more try, one more reason not to say goodbye.
Still one more.
That's the way forward. I lifted nearby, re-racked his weight. Looked at the clock and decided to stay. Another set nobody planned to do. Because sometimes greatness starts with two extra reps, 2 extra plates, 2 extra minutes that change your fate. Nobody notices in the moment, nobody hands out awards for it. But stack those choices over years, and suddenly a different life appears. Outside the city, kept moving fast. Inside the room, we were building what lasts. Not chasing trends, not chasing praise, just accumulating stronger days. Years later, people call it talent. They never saw the nights like this. The nights where quitting looked attractive and staying became the victory. Still one more, that's the code. Heavy bass helping carry the load. Still one more, when it gets tough, average quits, but this is where champions are made of. One more rep, one more try, one more reason not to say goodbye.
Still one more.
That's the way forward. Let the music stop. The gym empty. The goal stays. The guy behind the counter just changed the radio station. Now the whole street sounds different. Yeah. Friday evening dripping gold on the glass. People moving slow while the daylight pass. Cold drink spinning in my fingertips. Some on my shoulder, sunlight on my kicks. Outside the corner store, everybody knows somebody got a speaker, somebody brought jokes. Bikes lined up by the newspaper stand. No real plans, just seeing where we land. Cars roll by with the windows low. A baseline floating like a river flow. Even the clouds look like they got nowhere to be, just hanging over the city lazily. The day slows down, the night moves in. Somewhere a brand new song begins. One small spark in an ordinary scene turns the whole block into a movie screen. Friday corner store, we don't ask for more. Music in the parking lot, everybody wanted more. Friday corner store, open after dark. Small town hearts and city dreams, meeting where the street lights start. Meeting where the street lights start. Basketball bouncing near the schoolyard gate. A couple of friends showing up late. Someone talking big about a future plan. Someone else just laughing with a soda can. The bar bumping next door is locking up. The food trucks serving from a paper cup. The smell of grill food fills the air. Everybody smiling like they haven't got a care. A little kid dances when the beat drops in. An old man nods with a knowing grin. Different lives, different roads, different names, but tonight we're all moving the same. Years from now we might forget what shoes we wore, what we said, but we'll remember how the music felt and how the whole week slowly melted. Friday corner store, we don't ask for more. Music in the parking lot, everybody wanting more. Friday corner store, open after dark. Small town hearts and city dreams, meeting where the street lights start. Friday corner store. One more song before we go. The city's calling softly now, but nobody's heading home. The radio keeps playing, the lights stay on, and Friday feels a little longer. A cloud of chalk floated through the light, like smoke before a heavyweight fight. Yeah, Stay with it. 6 a.m. shadows on the gym floor. Front door unlocked, nobody there before. A powerlifter loading up the bar slow. Another chasing numbers, only he would know. Headphones loud with the boom bap crack. 45 plate stack, black on black. Cold still waiting for another attempt. Every miss rap, just another event. The city outside, still half asleep, but inside this room, the energy deep. No shortcuts hidden behind these walls. Just effort answering every call. Grip it tight, lock it in. Some battles only start within. One more rep, one more fight. Turn small goals into a bigger life. Chalk, dust, champions. Built from the grind, heavy bass in a focused mind. Chalk, dust, champions. Rise again, every setback turns into strength in the end. Bar goes up, heartbeats loud. Silent work makes the strongest crowd. Dust, champions. Still standing tall. The mirror don't care about yesterday's win. The weight don't care where you been. Every session starts back at zero again. That's why the strong stay humble in the end. A torn notebook filled with OPRs. Dreams written down between the scars. Sweat on the bench and callous hands. Years of work nobody understands. No spotlight waiting above the rack. Just sign demanding everything back. The kind of lesson money can't buy. The reason quitters never survive. Some chase trends, some chase fame. Some disappear when the pressure came. We stay here day by day, stacking small victories all the way. Chalk, dust, champions. Built from the grind, heavy bass in the focused mind. Chalk, dust, champions. Rise again, every setback turns into strength in the end. Bar goes up, heartbeats loud. Silent work makes the strongest crowd. Dust, champions. Still standing tall. The chalk shadows, the weight stop moving, the discipline remains. The barbell, didn't know it was Monday. It didn't care how tired I felt. It was still the same weight.
Monday morning. Monday morning.
Monday morning, clouds hanging low. Coffee in my system, nowhere near enough dough. Boom bap rattling through the headphones black. Walking straight toward the squat rack. The world got excuses lined up for free. Traffic, stress, and responsibility, but the eye never listens to complaints. It only responds to what you bring. The place sat silent beside the wall, waiting to see if I'd answer the call. No promises made, no speeches loud, just another lifter in a focused crowd. The strongest lesson I ever learned wasn't how much weight could be earned. It was showing up when I didn't want to, and doing exactly what I came to do. No perfect move, no perfect day. The work still needs to get done anyway. One more breath, one more stand. Put the future back in your hand. The weight doesn't care
Who you were before,
heavy bass shaking the gym floor. The weight doesn't care
what you say you'll do.
it only knows what you actually do. Rep by rep,
Truth appears
built through effort.
over years,
The weight doesn't care,
and that's why it works.
and that's why it works. A guy beside me missed his final lift, shook his head and laughed a bit, loaded the bar and tried again. That's the language of strong men and older woman training. After work, moving with purpose, moving with heart. No spotlight waiting above a lane. Still giving everything she came with. Outside the world measure success and speed. Inside the gym we measure consistency. Small improvements stacked on top, until one day they couldn't be stopped. The mirror never hands out gifts, neither does the bar you lift. Everything here must be earned. That's why every lesson sticks. The weight doesn't care about yesterday.
The weight doesn't care about tomorrow.
It only asks one question.
What can you do right now?
The weight doesn't care.
Who you were before,
Heavy bass shaking the gym floor. The weight doesn't care.
what you say you'll do.
It only knows what you actually do. Rep by rep,
Truth appears
built through effort.
over years,
The weight doesn't care,
and that's why it works.
and that's why it works.
The plate stayed the same.
The lifter didn't. The barbell was cold. The goal was not. Rain tapping softly on the window pane. Same old gym, different kind of pain. Boom bap drums through the headphones knock. 45 plates waiting on the rack. A nurse finishing a 12-hour shift. A college kid chasing his first big lip. A father of two, squeezing in an hour. Different story, same source of power. Nobody here came for an easy ride. Everybody carrying something inside. Stress from work, dreams not reached yet. Trying to become someone they won't regret. The iron doesn't ask where you've been. It only asks what you're bringing in. One deep breath and another attempt. Building confidence through commitment. Different road, different scar. Same fire happening beneath these bars. One more rep, one more climb. Putting faith into the grind. Under the same bar, we all stand tall. Heavy bass shaking the walls and all. Under the same bar, side by side. Different journey, same kind of drive. Still in sweat, heart and soul. Everybody here, chasing the goal. Under the same bar, we rise together. We rise together. We rise together. An old power lifter chalk in his hands. A young beginner still making plans. One's chasing records, one's chasing change. Funny how the mission feels the same. The mirror reflects more than a frame. It shows every lesson hidden in the pain. Every early morning, every late night grind. Every battle won inside the mind. Outside the world loves overnight fame. Inside we know success ain't a game. It's built through days nobody remembers. Cold Januaries and hot Septembers. Every plate loaded tells a story too, of who you were and who you're growing into. That's why nobody laughs when someone fails. We've all walked through those same hard trails. Strong isn't loud, strong isn't fair. Strong is showing up when motivation paired. Strong is staying when the room gets thin, and choosing growth again and again. Under the same bar, we all stand tall. Heavy bass shaking the walls. And under the same bar, side by side, different journey, same kind of drive. Steel and sweat, heart and soul. Everybody here, chasing the goal. Under the same bar, we rise together. We rise together. We rise together. The music stopped. The lights dim. The brotherhood remained. Yeah. The sun wasn't up yet, but the gym parking lot already had tire marks from the regulars. 5 a.m. shadow stretching across the floor. Same faces walking through the same front door. Coffee in one hand, gym bag on the side, ready for another battle before the daylight arrives. Boom bap, rolling through the headphones low. Outside the world moving way too slow. Inside the racks the energy alive, built from routines that survive the night. A janitor sweeping near the cardio rope, nods his head because he already knows the strongest people aren't always loud. They're the ones still here when nobody's around. Before the traffic, before the noise, before the world starts making choices. One more set, one more climb, putting work in before the spotlight shines. Built before sunrise, that's the code. Heavy bass, carrying the load. Built before sunrise, day by day while the rest of the city sleeps away. Still in sweat, focus sharp, building fire inside the heart. Built before sunrise, who we are, The bench press cold when the session starts, but every rep slowly lights a spark. Years from now, nobody sees this scene, just the results of the in-between. A young guy, learning patience and form, an old veteran still weathering storms. Different ages standing side by side, chasing something deeper than pride. No cameras waiting near the squat rack bars, no audience counting battle scars, just iron teaching the same old truth. Progress belongs to the ones who stay through. Outside the windows, the sky turns blue. Another morning finally breaking through, but the work was done before the dawn arrived. That's why the dream is still alive. Most people celebrate when they win. Champions celebrate showing up again, because success isn't one big day. It's 1,000 mornings done the same way. Built before sunrise, that's the code. Heavy bass carried in the low. Built before sunrise, day by day while the rest of the city sleeps away. Still in sweat, focus sharp, building fire inside the heart. Built before sunrise, that's who we are. The first sunlight touched the windows. The workout was already finished. The day was just beginning. The bar looked heavier tonight. Maybe it was. Maybe I was stronger. One more play. Late shift finished around 11:10. Changed my shirt and did it all again. City lights fading in the rearview glass. Another long day, but I wasn't gonna pass. Boom bap drums in the headphones hum. The real work starts when the day gets done. Same old gym and the same old rack, but I ain't the same guy coming back. One more plate on each side tonight. Not for attention, not for likes, just a quiet promise made to myself. Still sitting strong on the highest shelf. The weight gets heavy, the mind gets clear. Funny how pressure brought me here. One more step, one more mile, one more reason to stay a while. One more plate, one more dream. Nothing's ever easy as it seems. One more plate, one more fight. Yep, Building something bigger every night. Steel and sweat, heart and faith. Progress never happens by mistake. One more plate, that's all it takes. A kid nearby hit a personal best. Couldn't stop smiling, chest out proud. The whole room felt that energy rise, like victory spread through the air somehow. But no school lifter, tied his raps tight, moving with purpose, moving with pride. Years in the game and still chasing more. That's the kind of hunger I admire. Outside the rain, painting silver lines across the windows and the passing signs. Inside the room, the mission stayed alive. One rep at a time, one night at a time. Nobody starts out strong, nobody skips the climb. Everybody earns their place, one day at a time. One more plate, one more dream. Nothing's ever easy as it seems. One more plate, one more fight. Building something bigger every night. Steel and sweat, heart and faith. Progress never happens by mistake. One more plate, that's all it takes. The bar returned to the rack. The goal moved a little closer. The grocery store closed 20 minutes ago, but nobody left the parking lot. On it up. Orange sky fading behind the power lines. Shopping carts drifting like they got somewhere to hide. The speaker in the trunk playing something smooth, the kind of song that makes the whole night move. The dusty sedan parked under the lights, windows rolled down against the evening sky. Someone drawing circles with their sneaker toe, talking about places they might someday go. The heat of the day still clung to the ground, but the air felt lighter with nobody around. Just laughter floating where the sunlight went, like the whole summer was paying its rent. One by one the stars came out, one by one the noise died down, and somewhere between the silence and the sound we found exactly what we needed right then. Sunset parking lot, nothing going on. That's what made it perfect, that's what kept us long. Sunset parking lot, radio playing low. Nobody chasing tomorrow, nobody rushing home. A friend passed around a bag of fries, another pointed out shapes in the sky. Somebody climbed up onto the hood, said this view was better than Hollywood. The gas station sign blinked red and blue. A skateboard rolled slowly through the avenue. A train in the distance sang its lonely song, and somehow everything felt where it belonged. No VIP section, no flashing stage, no pressure to impress, no race to win. Just ordinary people in an ordinary place, finding magic in the space between. Maybe the best nights never make the news, never get filmed, never go viral too. They just live quietly inside your chest, long after everybody else forgets. Sunset parking lot, nothing going on. That's what made it perfect, that's what kept us long. Sunset parking lot, radio playing low. Nobody chasing tomorrow, nobody rushing home. Sunset parking lot. One more song before we leave. The sky already turned dark blue, but nobody wants to leave. The music stopped first, then the conversation, then the lights above the store. But somehow the night stayed with us. handwritten note was taped to the mirror.
Keep going, keep going.
Nobody knew who wrote it. Wednesday night and the weather turned cold. Half the parking lot completely empty and old. Boom bap, rolling through the headphones deep. The kind of rhythm that refuses sleep. Same key card, same front door sound. Same mind kingdom, sacred ground. Outside everybody chasing the easy way. Inside we're building something that stays. The squat rack waiting beneath white light. Like it already knew the night's fight. No magic formula hiding here. Just discipline returning year after year. 100 workouts stacked unseen behind every result that people dream. That's the part they never celebrate. The days you show up anyway. When motivation disappears and doubt gets louder in your ears. That's the moment, that's the test, that's what separates the rest. No shortcut lane, no easy road. Heavy bass carrying the load. No shortcut lane, no quick reward. Just showing up and moving forward. Rap by rap, brick by brick. The strongest mindsets built like this. No shortcut lane. That's the way, that's the way, that's the way, that's the way. A young lifter missed his bench press lock. Sat there staring at the clock, then loaded the bar and tried again. That's where real progress begins. Across the room, a veteran stood, lifting weight like old friends should. Years of effort carved into his frame. Still hungry, still playing the game. The mirror doesn't hand out praise. The barber doesn't care about your age. Both simply tell the truth each day and let your actions have their say. Outside the city, move too fast. Inside we built things made to last. Not for attention, not for fame. Just becoming stronger than yesterday came. The road gets long, the road gets steep. Dreams worth having don't come cheap. Some quit early, some stay late. Every future starts with weight. No shortcut lane, no easy road. Heavy bass carrying the load. No shortcut lane, no quick reward. Just showing up and moving forward. Rap by rap, brick by brick. The strongest mindsets built like this. No shortcut lane. That's the way, that's the way, that's the way, that's the way. The note stayed on the mirror. The message stayed in my head. The chalk marks were gone. The sweat had dried, but the bar remembered everything. Yeah. Thursday night, under fluorescent glow. Same steel plates from years ago. Boom bap drums through the headphones hum. Another chapter, another one done. The bar don't remember what you said online. The bar remembers every missed deadline. Every comeback after a rough setback. Every night you almost didn't come back. The grip felt different in my hands tonight. Not because the weight got light, because somewhere between the struggle and the years, the doubt got smaller than the fear. Outside the city chasing something fast. Inside the gym building something that lasts. Not a trend, not a temporary flame. Something stronger than the name. The iron knows the truth inside. Who shows up, who only tries. One more breath, one more stand. The future's built by calloused hands. The bar remembers every fight. Heavy bass rolling through the night. The bar remembers every fall. Every time you answer the call. Play by play, year by year, the strongest version appears. The bar remembers even when nobody else does. A powerlifter raps his wrists in silence. A young kid studies every movement. One chasing records, one chasing change. Funny how the goal feels the same. The platform carries stories untold of broken habits and hearts turned gold. Of people who arrived unsure and left becoming something more. No camera caught the early mornings. No crowd watch, the lonely warnings. Just discipline stacked over time, like bricks aligned in the perfect line. The mirror showed a stronger frame, but muscles weren't the biggest gain. The confidence built through every test was worth more than all the rest. The weight gets heavier, so do we. That's the secret nobody sees. Strength is more than what you hold, it's who you become beneath the load. The bar remembers every fight, every bass rolling through the night. The bar remembers every fall, every time you answer the call. Play by play, year by year, the strongest version appears. The bar remembers, even when nobody else does. The gym went quiet, the lights turned off, the bars stay awake. No camera pointed at the platform, no highlight reel waiting at the end. Just another day that mattered. Yeah. Tuesday morning sky still gray, the kind of day most people stay awake. Cold air follow me through the door, but the mission felt warmer than before. Boom bap rhythm in my headphones low, heartbeat syncing with the flow. Same squat rack, same worn out flow. Still chasing something worth fighting for. No records broken, no crowd amazed. No social posts getting praise. Just another workout written in sweat. One more promise I didn't forget. The strongest days don't always shine. Sometimes they're hidden deep in the grind. A quiet victory nobody sees can change a life piece by piece. No spotlight, no applause. Still moving forward without a cause to prove to them or prove I'm great. Just honoring the weight the day nobody saw. Still counts the same, heavy bass running through my veins. The day nobody saw. Built the frame long before success knew my name. Rep by rep, step by step, the work remembers what the world forgets. The day nobody saw. Still changed every day. A young guy failed his final rep. Sat there breathing, soaking wet, then stood back up and tried once more. That's what this whole thing's really for. An older lift to wrap his knees, moving slower, stronger with ease. Years of effort in every stride, discipline you can't fake or hide. Outside the city rushed ahead, inside we fought ourselves instead. Not against others, not for a crown, just refusing to back down. The mirror gave no instant reward. The barbell offered no comfort in words, just somehow both kept teaching truth. Every session building proof. One day, people see the result and think it happened overnight. They never saw the mornings, they never saw the fights, they never saw the day. Nobody saw it all. The days that built it all. The day nobody saw. Still counts the same, heavy bass running through my veins. This day nobody saw. Built the frame long before success knew my name. Rep by rep, step by step, the work remembers what the world forgets. The day nobody saw. Still changed every day. No trophy, no audience, just progress. The playlist ended 3 songs ago. Nobody noticed. The barbell was still loaded. Yeah. Late evening shadows across the platform floor. Everybody tired but still asking for more.
One guy pacing with his hoodie pulled low, getting locked in before the next overload. 40-pound dumbbells lined up like troops, metallic echoes bouncing off the roof. Boom bap drums through the headphones blast, every heartbeat matching every rep it lasts. Outside the city chasing Friday nights, inside we're chasing personal heights. Different goals with the same obsession. Show up tomorrow and learn the lesson. One more breath, one more lift. Pressure slowly starts to shift. Not today, not next year. The work begins right here.
It's the last rep season, no turning back. Heavy bass booming through the weight room rack. Last rep season, dig down deep. Promises made, or promises we keep. Bar goes up, mind stays strong. Small victories become lifelong. Last rep season, bring the fire back.
An old school lifter raps his wrist with care. 20 years training and he's still there. No speech is given, no advice for free, just setting the example quietly. A young kid watches from across the room, trying to imagine who he's gonna become. Learning discipline, ain't loud or fast, showing up when motivation doesn't last. Chalk on the floor and sweat on the bench, another inch earned from another inch. The mirror reflects what the work reveals, not what you say but what you build. His strongest days aren't always big, sometimes progress feels small and thin. Stack enough days, stack enough pain, and one day nobody sees the same frame. It's the last rep season, no turning back. Heavy bass booming through the weight room rack. Last rep season, dig down deep. Promises made, or promises we keep. Bar goes up, mind stays strong. Small victories become lifelong. Last rep season, bring the fire back. The light switched off, the gym closed down, but the goal stayed open.
The bar was already loaded, like tomorrow. Had been waiting here all along. Yeah. Saturday night under fluorescent stars. Same four walls, same iron bars. Boom bap rolling through the headphones deep. The kind of rhythm that refuses sleep. A week of work sitting on my back, but somehow I still found my way back. The gym don't ask where you been all day, it only asks what you're willing to pay. Every play carries a future goal, every session shapes the soul. Not all progress shows in the mirror glass, sometimes it hides in how you react. Outside, the city chasing instant highs. Inside, we're building a different life. One small win stacked on another one. That's how impossible things get done. One more day, one more round. Dreams get built from common ground. One more lift, one more try. The future doesn't arrive overnight. Tomorrow's waiting for me. Heavy bass running through my bloodstream. Tomorrow's still unknown,
But today I'm stronger than I've ever shown.
Rep by rep, stone by stone,
Building something I can call my own.
tomorrow's bring it on. A teenager loading plates with care, trying to become the man he sees somewhere. An older lifter wrapping up his knees, still chasing goals after decades of these. Different ages, different roads, standing underneath different lows. Yet everybody understands the truth. Strength gets earned, not introduced. The room grows quiet and near closing time. Only matter when determination survive. The kind of silence that speaks out loud to the few who stay after the crowd. A misstep doesn't end the story, a setback doesn't steal the glory. The strongest people learn one thing well: failure's just another place to dwell. The future isn't built tomorrow, it's built tonight.
In tired moments,
And nobody's watching.
and you choose to continue anyway.
Tomorrow's waiting for me. Heavy bass running through my bloodstream. Tomorrow's still unknown.
But today I'm stronger than I've ever shown.
Rep by rep, stone by stone,
Building something I can call my own.
tomorrow's bring bring it on. Bring it on. The plates went back on the tree. The goal stayed on the horizon. Tomorrow was already coming. Mirror can lie, the scale can lie, but the barbell never does. Monday night under fluorescent glow. Same old rack in the same old row. Boom bap rattling inside my ears, drowning out excuses, doubts and fears. 45 plates stacked side by side, heavy enough to challenge my pride. Every rep asking the same old question: who are you? When things get heavy outside, everybody talking fast. Inside I'm focused on the task. No shortcuts hidden beneath the steel. Only the truth of what is real. The weight don't care what I did last week. The weight don't care what I say I seek. It only responds to effort and time. That's why I keep showing up to climb. No applause, no spotlight glow. Just another step only I will know. One more breath, one more fight. Building strength beneath the light. The weight stays honest every single day, every place. Guiding me all the way. The weight stays honest, no disguise. It reveals what's hidden deep inside. Plate by plate, brick by brick. The strongest walls are built like this. The weight stays honest. That's why I trust it. A new kid standing near the squat rack line, trying to figure out his form and time. And an old veteran wrapping up his knees, still chasing progress after decades of these. Different stories filling up the room, different dreams underneath the boom. But everybody understands the code. Show up and carry your own load. Some days strong and some days rough. Some days every set feels tough, but nobody gets stronger overnight. That's why discipline outlasts hype. The strongest people I have ever known built themselves when they stood alone, long before anybody cared to see the person they were becoming quietly. Motivation comes and goes like weather. Discipline stays when things aren't better. That's the difference, that's the line between wishing and putting in time. The weight stays honest every single day, every base, guiding me all the way. The weight stays honest, no disguise. It reveals what's hidden deep inside. Plate by plate, brick by brick. The strongest walls are built like this. The weight stays honest. That's why I trust it. The gym closed, the bar stayed in the rack. The lesson stayed with me. The playlist was down to its final track. Nobody skipped it.
Everybody knew what that meant.
Everybody knew what that meant. 11:58 on the digital clock. Boom bap echoing while the dumbbells drop. The room felt different at the end of the night. Like every lifter found a second life. The mirrors fog from the work put in. The floor carries stories of where we've been. Every plate loaded, every rep complete. Another promise kept beneath our feet. A guy near the rack chased one final set. The kind of lift you never forget. Not because the number broke a record high, because he almost quit 3 different times. Outside the city was slowing down. Inside the gym nobody looked around. Eyes forward, locked on the goal, trying to squeeze one more ounce from the soul. The music fades, the lights burn low. Still got something left to show. One more breath, one more climb. Finish stronger than last time. The last song in the gym.
It's different now, heavy bass shaking the whole room loud.
The last song in the gym.
One final push, everybody moving when the kick drums crush.
Heart beats fast, mind locked in.
Sometimes the finish line is where you begin.
The last song in the gym, don't waste it.
The cleaning crew waited by the front desk like they've seen this scene 1,000 nights. People chasing versions they can't yet see. Building futures one rep quietly. A young athlete sat beside the wall, staring at numbers he wanted called. Not discouraged, not upset, just hungry for the next attempt. An old lifter packed his worn gym bag, shoulders broad from decades past. No speeches given, no lessons shared. This consistency said everything there.
The strongest people rarely speak the most. They just keep showing up when motivation goes. That's the secret hidden in plain sight. Repeated every single night. One day you'll miss these ordinary days. The empty rack, this tired leg, the long nights, nobody celebrated. The nights that built everything. The last song in the gym.
It's different now, heavy bass shaking the whole room loud.
The last song in the gym.
One final push, everybody moving when the kick drums crush.
Heart beat fast, mind locked in.
Sometimes the finish line is where you begin.
The last song in the gym, don't waste it.
The song ended.
The song ended, the lights dim. The dream clocked in for another shift. Steam rising from a bone. At 1:43 a.m. outside, the city keeps turning its pages. Yeah. Yellow lights hanging over table 4. Rain on the window, shoes by the door. The cook in the back hums an old melody like he's heard every story the city can be. A couple breaks up in the quiet booth. Somebody celebrates getting through a long, hard week and the double shift, trying to find where the small joys live. The jukebox plays something low and warm. Traffic drifts by like a lazy storm. I watch headlights paint silver lines across the glass and into my mind. Outside the night keeps moving on. Inside the room another song. Turn strangers into silhouettes and worries into cigarette smoke breaths. 24-hour noodles, open till the sunrise. People come with heavy hearts, leave with lighter eyes. 24-hour noodles, stories in the steam. Every table holds a world, every face a dream. A delivery rider laughs with a friend, an old musician counts tips again. A college kid with books spread wide keeps chasing something deep inside. The waitress knows everybody's name, yet treats each night like a different game. She pours more tea and smiles the same, like kindness isn't something you explain. Outside, the city flesh is blue and gold. Inside, the soup keeps back the cold for a little while. The clock stands still and the noise of life grows soft and still. Maybe we're all just passing through, trying to hold on to something true. A song, a meal, a midnight glow, a place that feels a little like home. 24-hour noodles, open till the sunrise. People come with heavy hearts, leave with lighter eyes. 24-hour noodles, stories in the steam. Every table holds a world, every face a dream. 24-hour noodles. One more bowl, one more song. The city keeps moving outside, but in here we belong. The chairs go up at dawn. The last customer leaves, and the steam disappears into morning. A pair of $5 sunglasses hanging from the rearview mirror. Like they knew summer wasn't gonna last forever. Saturday afternoon on the edge of town. Heat waves dancing while the sun came down. Old convenience store by the traffic light. Everybody looking for a reason not to go inside. A blue pickup parked by the ice machine, playing those songs through blown out speakers. A kid with a skateboard and nowhere to be. Said, man, this might be the perfect day for me. The road stretched out like a faded postcard. Dust in the air, baseball field in the yard. Nothing dramatic, nothing to prove, just life moving with a natural groove. The sky turned gold, then amber, then red. Somebody shouted something nobody heard, but everybody laughed anyway. Cheap sunglasses, summer on our faces, watching the daylight disappear in stages. Cheap sunglasses, nothing left to hide. Just a little freedom on a Saturday night. We weren't rich, we weren't famous, but for a moment we had everything. A girl drew hearts on a paper cup. Somebody missed a call and never picked up. The radio drifted through an open window, playing a song we all pretended to know. Down by the river the water moved slow, reflecting colors from the evening glow. The city was miles away from where we stood, and honestly that felt pretty good. A dog chased shadows across the grass. A freight train rolled by and slowly passed. The whole world seemed to exhale at once, like even time wanted to take the night off. Years from now we'll forget the brand, forget the color, forget the plans, but we'll remember how the air felt warm and how simple happiness can be sometimes. Cheap sunglasses, summer on our faces, watching the daylight disappear in stages. Cheap sunglasses, nothing left to hide. Just a little freedom on a Saturday night. Cheap sunglasses, holding on to you like the last golden light before it moved. The sun finally disappeared. The music kept playing, and nobody reached for the keys yet. Yeah.